In this module, we'll explore the box model. The box model states that every element is contained in a kind of transparent box, consisting of the content itself, some padding, a border, and margins. Let's look at an example. Here we have our previous coffee page. Let's apply the box model to our H1 elements. First, we'll reveal some of the H1's hidden properties by coloring it red. We'll do this by putting a background color on the element itself. Notice that the H1 element actually stretches across the entire browser, and that between the text and the top and bottom of the red box is a little space. These are the H1's default properties. We know that the text is the content, so let's skip to the border. Let's add a border to our element by adding the border property name. Border takes 3 arguments: the width of the border in pixels, the style, and the color. Here we'll make the border 3 pixels wide, solid, and yellow for visibility. We could also make the border style dashed or dotted. Now, when we run our page, we see that the H1 element has a border. With the border understood, we can now understand padding. Padding is the space between the content and the border. In this case, the H1 text is our content. It doesn't matter if the border is visible or not, the box model still applies. Padding takes 4 arguments: the north, east, south, and west border padding. If we just put 1 argument, this would apply the padding to all sides. You'll also notice that padding top, left, right, and bottom are available property names, but I prefer the 4 argument style. It's up to you. Let's run our page with 20 pixel padding on all sides. Now, between our content and the border, there's padding of 20 pixels. Now let's look at margin. Margin is the space outside of the border between the element and its neighbors. Margin works just like padding, using a 4 argument property value. Margin top, right, bottom, and left are also available property names. Let's make all the margins 0, except for the one on the left. Now all our margins have been removed and the left has a margin of 20 pixels. You'll notice that the H1 had some default margin properties. These hidden properties are important to note when you're coding and results are not coming out as expected. Finally, for the articles, let's just apply an all-around padding of 15 pixels. Now, with this understanding of the box model, you'll have a lot more control over your elements.